Thank you very much. First and foremost, you know that the trading community have been bearing the brunt all this time. We have been suffering in terms of duty payment and most of the tax payment. You know that we are limited in numbers, the people that pay taxes in this country. And so when this problem started, or seeming crisis started, from COVID time to date, the trading community have been suffering a lot. The increase in world commodity prices, and then high rate of freight charges, coupled with lately the increase in the duties that we have to pay, and through the reversal of the benchmark having been given 30% instead of 50% discount. And the recent depreciation of the cedi, where the forests have been very expensive to buy, all compiled to make cost of doing business very high, extremely difficult, to the extent that even overpricing yourself, it means that you're overpricing yourself out of the market, because there's the limit for the consuming public, what they can also take. Then when your turnover is also suppressed by high increases in prices, it means that you cannot also service your interest rate, which have recently also gone up to the base rate going up to 17%, means that we are also having another layer of burden at hand. So if you put all this, it means that the trading community is very much overstressed. And the recent press release by the press conference by the finance minister, having recognized that we all have to make sacrifices, much as the trading community is always making these sacrifices, then it is welcome for them to have come to this realization and also surcharging themselves and cutting some of the expenses that they are doing. In this case, they will be able to pull us along. So,
which of the measures are you particularly excited about?
Well, I'm not saying that I'm excited about anything. All that I'm saying is that for the recognition that they also have to make some sacrifices is also very important, and also for us also to expand the tax net. For me, it's also very important, especially when it comes to the e-commerce, where we are going to also tax them. You know, that is the new norm after the COVID, the outbreak of the COVID in 2020. The new norm has been the e-commerce, which is overtaking the traditional businesses. Those of us who have the fixed address, and we are the target for taxes all this time. So for them also to come and to be taxed and all that means that it's going to ensure parity. And so now we all have to come on board. Every one of us have to pay these taxes. Government also realizing that they don't have to overspend. And what I wanted to even hear, that I did not hear, was that they should have told us about what they are doing to ensure value for money in terms of the expenditure or a contract of how we spend our money on contracts and all that. Those things are also very important, and there are a lot of leakages through that. Then I was also very excited about the pay before exit that they also introduced, because you realize that most people are taking advantage of the warehousing, especially the expatriates and all that. They do most of this warehousing, and then most of them find their way coming into the system without the legitimate duty being paid. When it is done, it means that we are being edged out of competition by these expatriates for which they have done. And then the retention policy, as you are very much aware, we've been saying that the foreign dominance of this economy is so overbearing, and that's that's the pain why this forest is suffering. because we barely have a retention policy, and that's if we're able to make this foreign entities, or we make a conscious effort to even invest in these areas so that we can retain, or if we can make them a system that they can repatriate their profits in bits rather than a bulk at the end of the year, then we'll be doing something. Now, the retention policy for this extractive industry also make me happy, because then it will go a long way to help us.
Okay.